Go.
Hey guys, Jeff here, Dice Setters. So we have a new year. Happy New Year. Haven't seen you guys for a whole year. I want to sit there and talk about a couple things that most people don't talk about, and that is on most tables, not on mine, and not on the ones you can buy, but only on the ones in the casino, you're going to have a 6 and 8. It's going to say big 6, 8. Sometimes they do have a bonus here that is like 1 through 6, and then 8 through no, 2 through 6, 8 through 12. But it used to be big 6, big 8 would be here. And you're like, what is that big 6, big 8? So anytime you want to, it doesn't matter. The point can be out. It doesn't have to be out. You can put whatever amount of money you want to there. And there would be a line here, so that would be the 8 side, and this here would be the 6 side. And that pays even money. So the next time I roll, say I roll an 8, I'll get $5 for this 5. And you're like, well, how is that different than, say, like this 6 and 8 here? Well, that 6 and 8 there pays $1 more. If you're at a $5 table, and if you're to put $6 on 6, if you roll a 6, you'll be handed $7. So it's 7 for your 6. Whereas here, if you had this one here set for $6, we rolled a 6, you would get back 5. So basically the casino kept one of your dollars because you played it here. This is a self-serve area, so anytime if it did have the 6 or 8, you could place it there instead of telling the dealer, place 6 on my 6 or place 6 on my 8 or whatever amount that you'd want. But this is not self-serve. And if you were at the casino that has the big 6 and 8, this one is self-serve. Another thing that people don't really talk about, and you can see it when you're at the table, is the difference between the don't and the pass. We all know there is a difference between the two, but there's certain things you can only do on the don't, and there's certain things you can only do on the pass. So let's say we have not established our point, and you're going to put $5 on it. They say dice out, and they throw the dice. This now is a contracted bet. Up until you establish a point. Once we establish a point, I can take this down if I want to. You say, why would you want to take this down? I would want to take it down if they rolled a 6 or an 8. Because these two are easy to hit. If I'm on the don't, the dark side, I would want a 4 or 5, a 9, 10, most of the time. So if I had a 6 and 8 come out, I would probably take my money back and wait until the next turn. So before the line, before the point is made, you can put this down. It must stay. After the point is made, you can pick it up whenever you want to. So what is true for one is opposite for the other. This one here, with the point off, you can sit there and pick this up anytime you want to as long as the point is off. If you want to play it now, okay, or I don't, whatever, it doesn't matter. Once we roll a 4, we establish our point. Once this is on, you cannot remove anything on the pass line. You can always sit there and add to it for your odds. You cannot add to it on top because that would be cheating. And yet I've seen people do this and the dealers never say anything. But if you want to add odds, you can from the backside. But once you made the point, you can't sit there and say, well, I really didn't want 5. I really wanted, 25. So I'm going to put 25 there. Because you didn't risk 25. You're only at 5. Contracted bet, you cannot move that. You can, however, change how many you have back here, depending on what they allow you to do for your odds. Let's say you don't know about this shooter, you don't have any money on the don't, no money on the pass. They rolled a 4. You won't put money on the pass. You're allowed to put money on the pass, but it's going to be split. That means that you can't sit there and put odds back here. And this is not a contracted bet. At any time I can sit there and pull it. But this shows that you put that money down after the point was made. You can't have odds and you can pick it up at any time. So when you sit there and see somebody who's riding the pass line like that, that's what that means. That means that they got in there too late, or they weren't for sure what the outcome's going to be, or they decided, hey, I'm going to sit there and I'm going to play my Iron Cross. The Iron Cross, you must have something here, especially if the person rolled a 5, 6, or 8, because let's say you get the 5. If you don't have money here, you just lost everything in the field and here. So if you're going to do the Iron Cross and you fail to put your money on the pass line at the beginning, you can always sit there and place it in the middle, and it still pays the same. If they hit the 5, you're going to get $5, and there's no odds in the back. So I hope that that helps you out. And that was definitely 3 things that I saw that no one ever talks about. What you can do here versus what you can do here, and also what is the difference between the big 6 and 8 versus that 6 and 8. So just remember, you don't want to short yourself $1. Place your bet up here. You do have to tell the dealer, whatever 6, whatever 8, whatever you're doing, 6 or 12. It's going to be multiples of 6, and you want to at least have a minimum bet. So if you're at a $5 table, a $10 table, whatever, you're just going to add 6, 12 multiples of 6 for the 6 and 8. The 5, 9, 10, 4, those are all 5s. So 5s, but the only difference is the 6 and the 8 are multiples of 6. So I hope that helps you. Give me a thumbs up if you liked it. Give me a thumbs down if you didn't like it. And definitely, if you're not a subscriber, please hit the subscribe button. I'm trying to get myself up to 3,000. I'm almost there. I only have 2,690 something left. But anyhow, I like to sit there and do this live. I like to show you some really cool live shots. But I don't really want to do that unless I can sit there and do it live. That way I don't have people saying, well, you cheated, or I'm using trick dice, or whatever the case may be. I hope you're having a great year, and don't forget to share and like. Thank you. Have a